Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS TV. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Catholic Radio is coming to Jasper and all of Du Bois County. And joining us in the studio, we have Father Gene Heerdink, who many of you may know through Hispanic ministries and through the Jasper Church and other churches in the area. Also joining us is Steve Luegers. Now, Steve is the president of the Tri-State Catholic Radio.
That's correct.
And they trust Father Gene as the treasurer. Okay, Catholic Radio is coming to Du Bois County. What created this need for Catholic Radio?
Father Gene, you want to comment on that?
Well, I talked to Paul Knies 11 years ago about Catholic Radio, and he was looking for an opportunity to buy a station or so on. Mm-hmm. The need for the Catholic radio in Du Bois County, there's no Catholic radio in the area, and hopefully we'll have EWTN, and hopefully we'll have 5 hours of local broadcasting in the future. Conversion stories, Bible stories, news, Catholic news viewpoints, and local news also.
Okay, and really this Sunday, October the 4th,
that's correct.
is when we go on the air.
Flip the switch party.
Okay, I guess
flip the switch.
We should let people know it's going to be WTJW.
That's correct.
Is there a meaning behind that?
Well, yeah. The inspiration for the station is the Divine Mercy Chaplet image that St. Faustina talked to and dealt with a painter and came up with that image in 1934. And the signature at the bottom of that image is Jesus, I trust in you. That's what Jesus asked her to paint, and so that's what we have at the back of St. Joe's Church, and that's what we kind of keyed off on to come up with the letters. And as you all know, when you try to go submit call letters, so many of the good ones are taken already, and you submit and you submit and submit, and so finally Father Gene and I talked about several ones, and WTJW is available, so we went ahead and took that.
We trust Jesus' name.
And so that works out really well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you're on the dial position at 93.1 FM.
That's correct.
Okay, so on your radio, you tune it to 93.1 and you'll get the Catholic radio.
That's correct.
So we're going to flip the switch on Sunday and put you on the air. Talk about what's happening on Sunday.
Well, we start off with a great schedule. We're going to offer a free lunch to anybody who wants to come out. We would ask, though, if you do come, please RSVP so we have adequate food preparations. The telephone number is 812-556-0552. We're going to do hot dogs, hamburgers, the usual picnic fare, baked beans, potato chips, cookies, etc. from 11:30 to 1 at St. Joe's Parish Center. Then we've got, we think, a pretty nice schedule of events for the afternoon. We're going to do an outdoor rosary at 1 o'clock. Bring your lawn chairs if you can attend. Then at 2 o'clock, Dr. Mark Ginter, who put a DVD together about the history of St. Joe's Church, did a wonderful job, and so he's going to lead a tour of St. Joe's Church. We're very fortunate St. Joseph Church is in the National Historical Registry. Took 13 years to build, from 1867 to 1880. And it's just an amazing testimony of the work ethic and the spiritual faith of the people at that time. While they did have professional stonemasons from Europe, a lot of it was everyday laborers helping out any way they could. Then we're going to do a Divine Mercy Chaplet at 2:45. Then we're going to also have a special presentation, root beer floats at 4 o'clock. So if you can't make it for lunch, come out for root beer floats at 4 o'clock. And Greg Geyer has put together a neat video presentation throughout Du Bois County and basically visiting a lot of the Catholic churches and the people in those churches. So then we'll have an official flip the switch at 5:30 or so. We'll have some sort of Hollywood prop bill, I think, and so something that's really loud and catches people's attentions to actually turn the station on about 5:30.
And all of this will be happening around St. Joe's Church.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
Where are the studios located?
We're actually renting space from St. Joe's Church. Owns 3 houses across from the north parking lot, and we're in the far one to the west, which is called the Ministry House. We went ahead and remodeled one of them into an office, and the other one has been remodeled into a studio. So we're very grateful for Father Ray Brenner and St. Joe's Church for allowing us to have a home there.
It's good that people know where your studio is. However, you want them more to know 93.1.
That's
That's really the whole goal.
That's correct.
Okay, so Catholic Radio will be on the air Sunday night, and then it'll be
correct.
on from now. And
24/7 after that.
and
God
it's an
willing.
EWTN?
Yep, we're going to pull in
affiliate?
EWTN affiliate and pull down their programming.
Plus
and then
local broadcasting.
Local programming as well as part of
Yes.
that.
in time, as you well know, none of us are, other than our professional engineer, we're not necessarily full-time radio people. So it's going to be one of those things, we'll get the station up and going, and then through trial and error find out what local programming fits our particular listening audience and what they like to hear.
What do you hope to achieve with the Catholic radio station? What's the ultimate goal?
Well, the ultimate goal would be bringing people closer to Christ, Jesus, and by way of Bible study, conversion stories, news stories. Pope Francis now is preaching the good news, and in the United States. The ultimate goal would be, again, bringing closer the people to Jesus.
Where do you hope to be 5 years from now?
Well, the long-term goal is to provide Catholic radio to the entire Evansville Diocese. That's the reason why the name of the organization that owns and operates the station is Tri-State Catholic Radio. We've been working on this for many years, as Father Gene has told the audience. And for whatever reason, different opportunities did not work out, and other ones we were not interested in purchasing. But yeah, we'll get this one up and going, and if God leads us to another opportunity to expand westward, that's what we'd like to do.
What folks may not understand is you can't just go on the air. You can't just say we're going to be on the radio at 93.1 and do whatever power we want.
Right.
And I know some folks may be going, gosh, I want to be able to listen to it at my house. The signal's not as strong as I'd like. Turn your power up.
Right.
You can't do that.
That's correct.
So you're going to have to find another license
That's
and
correct.
another
That's correct.
Dial position.
That's correct.
Okay, so we want
Although-
folks to understand that.
We are streaming around the world
Right.
in Spanish and English, and accessible through computer, iPad, tablets, smartphones.
Et cetera.
Do you have a website?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
And that is?
The website is www, of course, WTJWradio.com.
Okay, WTJWradio.com.
That's correct.
And so this Sunday it goes on the air, but there's a big party ahead of that.
That's correct.
Okay. Who are all the churches in Du Bois County involved in getting this going?
All the Catholic churches are involved. Now, we understand from our other broadcasters around the country, we have other denominations that certainly listen into Catholic radio, as we have Catholics listening to the other denominations' radio programs. So it's open to anybody. The objective is, in addition to what Father's talking about, help people in their relationship with Jesus Christ. That's what we're asked to do. That's what the gospel challenges us to do. And then on top of that is education, teaching people catechesis, instructions about our Catholic faith.
Where will people be able to listen? What roughly is your footprint for yourself?
Our engineer tells us that we should be able to reach comfortably all the 11 parishes, essentially Du Bois County.
Okay.
And actually what we're looking forward to, we're turning the station on. Father Gene and I are going to be the quality engineers. We're going to jump in the car and ride around the county. Literally, we'll get a cup of coffee and find out, oh, I can hear it here, I can hear it. And if we're fortunate, Bill, as you well know, Bill, on elevation, we may be able to reach just outside Du Bois County. So we're going to do a road trip.
Yeah, because it's really kind of the connection between WJTS and you as well is that you are on our TV tower,
Right, that's correct.
located out there on 11th Avenue.
That's
so
correct.
That's pretty neat that
That's
you're
correct.
right there.
Yeah, we're very grateful to Paul Canese.
I'm sure that you're going to want people to call you and say, hey, I'm listening to it and I really like it.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And they can just call that number.
Call
that
this
you
number,
gave.
812-556-0552, and if there's somebody not there, you can leave a message. We'd love to hear from you. Both your suggestions as well as things that you like. We'd like to hear both.
Okay. And is there anything else that you gentlemen would like to add?
Well, our goal is education and evangelization,
Right.
bringing people closer to Jesus.
And through that, you also need some funding.
Yes.
Because it's not cheap to do this.
That's correct.
If somebody would like to be part of the funding or like to help you in some way, they can also contact you through that phone number?
Check us on the website or send us an email at info@WTJWradio.com or give us a call again, leave a message, 812-556-0552.
Or probably through the parishes in
Sure.
Du Bois County. You can go
Absolutely.
and make a connection
Absolutely.
in that way as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the funding in the future will be listener supported.
Okay. All right. So get ready to help out Catholic Radio. It's here. And a lot of people have asked for it for a long time.
Well, it's been a long time coming. We're just grateful to be here this morning.
And it's not an easy thing just to put it on the air. You can't just go and hook up a transmitter and make it go.
You can try that, but I guarantee
the FCC will
I
come.
guarantee
They'll find
somebody
you.
will visit you.
Right. Well, good luck, gentlemen, with Catholic Radio. WTJW 93.1 FM will go on the air this Sunday. Join the celebration at St. Joe's Church starting around 11:30.
Yes, sir.
Or kind of in and out throughout the day if you'd like to.
Yes, sir.
But check it out. See what the Catholic radio station has to offer.
We sure appreciate your time this morning.
And thanks to the work that you've done and the other folks that are on your committee that have worked hard to bring this. It's a great asset, again, to Du Bois County and to the Diocese of Evansville. All right.
God bless everybody.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Amen to that.
This
Thanks
has
again.
been WJTS in.form. Our guests have been Steve Luegers. He's the president of Tri-State Catholic Radio, and Father Gene Heerdink, who many of you know through different ministries, is the treasurer for the same association. WTJW, the Catholic radio station, is here. Will go on the air Sunday night. Thank you for watching WJTS in.form. We're local people watching local people.